Welcome to the Homegrown Haven. In August of 2025, my husband Carl and I, with our 2-year-old son George and Cocker Spaniel Arnie, moved into our forever home in Herefordshire. A bungalow in need of refurbishment and a 1-acre garden in need of some serious TLC. There is so much work to do, but we are not alone. My parents, Martin and Cheryl, are sharing the adventure as 3 generations live under one roof, sharing love, laughter and hard work as we create a family home and a kitchen garden. A no-dig approach to growing organic fruit and veg. If this approach interests you, we would love you to like, subscribe and follow us as we make our ambitions a reality.
Today is the 3rd of December, and as we slowly approach Christmas, our first Christmas in the bungalow, I thought I'd take this opportunity to give a sort of a general update. I'd like to start by saying, on behalf of the family, thank you to everyone who watches these videos, all those who subscribe. The channel is growing slowly but steadily, and a special thank you to all the people who take the time to leave all the comments. They're very warmly welcomed. I think we reply to them all, and we're thoroughly enjoying making the videos. So thank you to you all. Firstly, the bungalow. So far, since we got here on August the 11th, we've decorated the living room. That's an ongoing project, more of that in a second. We've painted the hallway just to clean it up. Our bedroom and ensuite are now complete, and my wife, most importantly, is thrilled with it. Charlotte and Carl now have decorated their bedroom, moved the radiators and got some lovely furniture in there now. So although there's still got some work to go, mainly with the floor, it's all looking very smart. So yeah, it's going very well. You'll have seen some footage of the fireplace. I am pleasantly surprised at that. I would never have thought of doing that. That was my daughter's idea, and it looks fantastic, and it's not yet complete. In fact, I say it through gritted teeth, I've got to decorate it this week. I thought I'd finished with the decorating for a while. Anyway, it's going very well. On the home lodge, Carl and I continue to move the bricks. I'm moving some down here for the raised beds, and he's moving the remainder into the chicken coop to get them out of the way. And they come in a week or two to do the footings, the foundations and the utilities, ready for the build in the new year. It's all very exciting. In the garden, I continue to move stuff from the allotment up here on a weekly basis, and in fact I'm unloading now. Firewood, water butts, general paraphernalia, and then perhaps in the new year I will start moving things like the blackberries, the blueberries, the rhubarb, the fig tree, some more of the sort of living items. So it's moving at a steady pace. The thing that slows us up with the kitchen garden is the cost of the compost, but I think we'll move at a better pace with that in the new year. We've also got to get in a stump grinder, because some of the lanes or the beds of compost can't be moved further because there are stumps sitting in the way. So once we've got the stump grinder in for a day, then we can really move on. So we're very pleased that the raised beds, I've got 2.5 done, 2.5 to go. But we will reap the rewards next year in carrots, I'm convinced. So yeah, it's all going very well. It is steady, but we knew it would be. And I'm hoping in the new year to go to Frank Matthews' tree nursery and make a real concerted effort to start the orchard in earnest. I'm really excited about that, to get some trees in the ground. So that's where we stand at the moment. I've still got a van to unload. Well, you won't be surprised to hear I didn't train as a bricklayer. And it's not a thing of beauty, but the bricks are now laid for all 5 raised beds. Well, I've got to strip those pallets apart.
So as you can see, the work has started on the fireplace. They got to us about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, so just a little bit has been done. They were here till about 5:30, and they've taken the tiles off the back wall, they've taken the tiles up off the floor, and disconnected this. So they're going to be here in about half an hour this morning. It's 9 o'clock now, so I imagine there'll be a lot more progress at the end of day 2. So very exciting. They said it should just take 3 visits, so they've already had their first visit. So we should have a brand new fireplace surround, and this is getting cleaned up. The glass is being replaced and it having a nice sort of polish. So it should look brand new by the end, and they're going to be building out, I think they're doing this today, that's what all these are for, our sort of chimney breast. And yeah, giving us a lovely fireplace surround. So I will show you the progress at the end of today and see where we're at. But this is the current state of our living room. All of our sofas and coffee table, they've been pushed back, haven't they? So yeah, you need to be kept out of here. Luckily today George is at nursery this afternoon, so he will be out of the way when the majority of the work is getting done. No, don't lift that up. Don't lift that up. That's for their muddy shoes. Although this is exactly why we haven't done the carpet yet, because yeah, we would have just felt very nervous probably if we had brand new carpet in here. So thankfully we don't, and that will be a job for the new year. But yes, exciting times. We will have a lovely, beautiful fireplace in time for Christmas. So it's end of day 2, and here is the progress that but the guys have made today. So you can start to see what our fireplace is kind of going to look like. So excuse the technical terms because I don't know them, but basically this is the plasterboard they've put up, and you can see where the chimney breast that they are creating is. So this is all going to be plastered tomorrow, and then that needs to be left for a few days before we can paint it. So this bit here eventually will be the green that our walls are. And I don't know, we'll have a mirror up there or something. Our mantelpiece, which is a big oak bit of wood, is going to go all the way across here. Our fire, we are keeping the same fire that was here when we moved in, but they're going to paint it, replace the glass on the front so it will look brand new. And then we are going to have these, I don't know what you call them, but bricks,
slips.
But not quite, brick slips. Is that what they're called? Brick slips. So about half a brick. And these are going to go, obviously this is going to get covered, and they're going to go down here, like that, aren't they?
They are.
Something like that, anyway. And then they're also going to be on the inside here. Are they going on the back?
Yes.
They're going on the back as well. And then you can start to see actually where we had that black, again I don't know what the material was, but the black
slate
at the bottom, they have now replaced, they've taken it away, and we've got like a beige
sandstone.
Yeah.
Spotlights underneath.
Thanks, Mum. Yes, we have 2 spotlights, one this side, one this side. So once the fire's on, we can put the spotlights on. Are they?
The spotlights are for
ambiance.
Ambiance.
Are they going to be controlled by this plug socket in here?
The plug socket's going to be round the corner.
For the spotlights?
Yeah, there'll be a double socket and the switch for the spotlights.
Right. That's how the spotlight's going to be
operated.
operated.
They're actually moving it, are they?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I see. Yeah, because of the TV.
Well, I think you used all the right technical terms there, Charlotte. Well done.
But yeah, so they're coming back tomorrow. I think another full day tomorrow, and we will show you the progress as it goes along. But they are still waiting on the oak. Still waiting to receive that. So I think it is going to be a bit long. I thought it would be done in 3 days. It's not the case. And we will have to wait, like I said, to get it painted as well. So be a little bit of a process, but it's definitely going to be worth it. But I think even when you look back now, I don't know how much of the room you can see from that shot, but it's going to be a real focal point, and I think it's really going to make a lovely difference in here. And we will have our Christmas ambiance back in time for the big day.
Somewhere to hang our stockings.
Exactly. And roast our chestnuts by the open fire, or not open fire. End of day 3, you can start to see now my vision coming to life. We have very, very smooth plaster. The bricks are on.
The brick slips.
The brick slips are on. The base slate, no, not slate.
Sandstone.
Sandstone is down. So this is all just setting. Oh, they've also, this is our original fire, but they've sprayed it all. They've replaced the glass. They've also replaced some broken bits of
Heat tiles.
those inside, and it's looking like brand new.
It is.
So yeah, loads of progress today. So it is Friday now, so they're finished for the weekend, but they're coming back on Monday because we've got the spotlights underneath here, so the socket for them needs to be put on here. The vents need to be put on each side, and I think that's it.
No skirting board.
Skirting boards
board.
around the side.
And grouting.
And that. And then the last thing will be, we don't know when that's going to come yet, he's hopeful that it will come before Christmas, is then our oak mantle for the top, which will probably go from about here to the same bit the other end. But whilst we're waiting for that, Carl and Dad, between them both, can get painting, because we are going to have this the same colour as the walls, and this whole wall's going to need to be redone, I'm afraid.
How do you feel about that, Carl?
Let me know when it's done, mate.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is definitely the biggest...
He's not joking, by the way. He's not
no,
joking.
I know, I can tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely the biggest day for progress. And I think now you can see, you know, what we've got planned, and
It's a beautiful feature.
and what it's going to look like when it's done.
This is the Instagram world.
And back on, please. Thank you. Wow.
Oh, that'll be nice and cosy tonight, won't it, with the lights?
Yeah.
Where'd you get the wood?
I brought it with me too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I always bring a starter and a dimmer to light the fire.
Next step of the fireplace renovation is painting. Dad's favourite job. And I think I actually even see blue sky out there.
So I should be.
And Dad is inside.
I know. I cannot tell you how gutted I am.
I know, but look how beautiful it's already looking against the green.
Yeah, it's going to look superb.
Yeah. So they came the other day and grouted in between the bricks and in between the slabs on the bottom. We've let it all set for a couple of days, so we are good to go now to paint it. And Dad is painting this entire wall across here because there were a few splashes and things. He's touched up a bit of the ceiling as well, where some of the plaster was on the ceiling. So it's all being freshened up. And then
Painted 3 months ago.
and then the last thing for them to come back and do is put the oak mantle on. Yeah, nicely demonstrated, Dad. And the skirting boards. She's always lingering over the shoulder, isn't she? She's never in the shop, but she's always there to remind us of what needs doing. Thanks, Mum. But yeah, we're just waiting on that to arrive, so we don't quite know when that will be, and then that will be our fireplace complete.
Yes. And we had a look at prices for carpets the other day.
We did.
Oh!
So we all need to donate a kidney.
So we're really liking this old...
No, we're not.
Well, this is a little project I've been looking at for a while. This silver birch tree is surrounded by brambles, and I think the tree would look a lot more attractive if the bark was exposed. So because of the cold weather I can't do much else. I'm going to attack this. Job done. Off to the tip with that lot this weekend. Well, I made a special trip and I picked up more pallets. 9 of them. So I can finish that last raised bed, the 5th out of 5, and I'll need some of this wood for another very exciting project. Let's have a look at that now. If you've been following the channel for a while, you'll have seen me clear this area and start to level it. And this is the area I intend to put a fruit cage. But the exciting news, that's the fruit cage. So the fruit cage is approximately 6 meters by 4. As with all these things, you know, I could have gone bigger, and maybe in time we'll need a second one. But it's a good place to start. And in the spirit of full disclosure, I went with First Tunnels, and I approached them and they gave me a good discount. So I'd like to say a big thank you to First Tunnels. I'm not in a position to be able to put it up yet because I still need to sort that ground. But once that ground is sorted, and that will be done in the next week, then I might have to get the ladies out to give me a hand, or maybe Carl will be back, I don't know. But I think it's a 2-man or a 2-person job. So I'm really looking forward to getting that up and getting the fruit from the allotment. So definitely the blueberries will go in it. They're a high value crop. Some raspberries, I'll probably buy them new. And then maybe a blackcurrant bush, some strawberries, etc. We'll see. But I'm very excited to now have it. It is my Christmas present. Thanks, dear. Yeah, really excited to move the plot on with something significant. Right, breaking down these pallets, I end up with 2 types of wood. I've got the cross members here, and then these solid posts, effectively. I just bang the nails in so they're flush, and that's the end of it. It's quite hard, boring work, but this wood is expensive stuff. It's worth the effort. And of course what we're trying to do is keep the costs down, because moving here and renovating the bungalow and buying the compost, it's all expensive work. Not to mention, of course, at the moment the cost of living is outrageous. So money's tight. So anything we can do to save costs is a very welcome move. So I've been thinking long and hard about how we're going to use this wood, and I've come up with a couple of ideas. First idea I've had is when we put the fruit cage up, and we've got to wait for some more soil for the fruit cage, and I'll mention that in a second. These big thick beams, I'm considering making raised beds out of them for the blueberries. I might use the other planks, but we'll see. But that's one use for them. Well, that's all 5 raised beds constructed. Just need some plastic for the inside of this, but the work is done. And Cheryl's back with the shopping, so I might get a cup of tea. Perfect. Not sure how well the camera picks it up, but from the bottom of this old patio, the home lodge is going to go all the way along that hedge line and end up here, and there's a slope uphill. So the home lodge people have told us they're going to remove, it's about 13 cubic meters of soil from this top area, and we're keeping half of that. So what am I going to do with all that soil? This area has confounded me since we moved in. Never quite sure what to do with it. The pots have tidied it up when the pots have got flowers in, but it's a blimmin' ugly area, and it's the first thing visitors see. So I'm using those big posts again. I'm going to create an edge around the septic tank, and then using some of that soil we're going to have, I'm going to backfill to create a large flower bed here. And then in the spring we can think about what to plant it up with. I'm thinking shrubs and perennials rather than annuals, because I don't want to create any more work than I've already got. But I think that's a solution to what was a bit of a problem. So the soil and the wood posts will both benefit this area. So as mentioned, this is the area the fruit cage is going, and the bamboo canes mark the 4 by 6 metre area that it's going to use. So I need to square up, raise up and flatten this area. So I will be using some of the soil from the home lodge to just make a platform for the fruit cage. I do need to still dig out some there. It'll be unpleasant work in this wet weather we're having, but there's another use for the soil. So anything that we can reuse, recycle, cuts costs and makes life a bit easier. That's the plan.